When confronted by corrupt cops, compliance is often the norm. But what happens when the suspect is extremely smart and knows the law better than the cops?
No, that's not a crime.
Big.
Yeah, big. That's not a crime.
So, here are examples where those corrupt cops found themselves outsmarted by clever teenagers. Starting with Tom, from New Jersey. On May 28, 2022, in Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey, a fearless teen was approached by two officers after he allegedly flipped them off. They attempted to detain him, but the teen, well aware of his rights, resisted what he believed to be an unlawful detention. And unfortunately for the officers, he was about to make them regret stopping him.
Why you giving me the finger?
What?
What's your problem?
What?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come
For
here.
what reason?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here.
I'm free to go.
No, you're not.
What?
Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
Why?
Because.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh?
Pull up the law.
What's your name?
What's the law?
The officer claims that the teen's action was illegal, but the law states otherwise. In the United States, giving someone the finger is considered a protected expression under the First Amendment, even if the person on the receiving end is a police officer.
How old are you?
I can take. Have a good one. Take.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
What?
You heard me. What,
Come here.
I'm afraid of you?
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's
Turn
not a
around.
crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Says who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a fucking crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why are you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help! Help!
The officer decided to detain the teenager illegally, and when the teen started screaming for help, he turned off his bodycam, which is illegal under Section 48 of 14-118.5 of the New Jersey statutes, which requires every officer equipped with a body-worn camera to activate the device whenever he is responding to a call for service, or at the initiation of any other law enforcement or investigative encounter between an officer and a member of the public. And the body-worn camera shall remain activated until the encounter has fully concluded and the officer leaves the scene. However, eventually, another officer arrived at the scene with his bodycam on.
And he said,
You're being detained because you're acting strange.
what? That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to
Who is
detain
this
you
kid?
until he performs his
So what am I
investigation.
doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal
Every
right?
time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "Well, you're
Is that a crime?
No problem."
Hold
Then
on
he
a
tells
second.
me
That's not a
This is
crime.
causing public disturbance.
Then he
That's
tells
not,
me to
no, that's not a crime.
big.
Yeah, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
What's that?
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What is your
legal
name?
reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you
What
going?
legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you
Shooting me the finger.
Why are you
Is that illegal?
Why are you
Cursing at
flipping the bird? Yes, it is. It's causing a public disturbance and a public alarm if you are cursing
So
in
a
public.
single one.
So when you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? That's singular. Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
I know the law.
By being a nuisance.
I know the
okay?
law.
All right. So at that point, what he is doing is he's not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he is
figuring out
detaining
what's wrong with you.
to make
What's
sure that
going
there
on?
is nothing
Make
wrong.
sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. I'm not sure.
That I was doing what?
Were you
I was.
signaling to him?
No,
Listen, I was
no.
just-
You knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling
Well,
to you.
you bring attention to yourself.
That's not signaling.
You're acting strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect
How
me.
do you know?
You're walking
may
on the
be-
side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That will not hold up.
Do you know him?
That will not hold up in a court of law. That will not hold up in a court of law. I know my rights.
Do you know him?
It's not your business.
Do you know him?
It's not your business. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth then.
While you're walking on the side of the road, okay, and while you were continuing to signal to a police officer.
I wasn't signaling.
Okay.
See, now you changed the story. Now you're changing the story. Was I signaling or which one was it?
So what were you doing?
Well, I want to know from your perspective. What was I
pulled up onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
To bring you attention.
I plead the fifth. You fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Okay.
How long have you been a cop? Tricks?
Longer than you.
Listen.
Longer than you? I'm not a cop, retard.
Listen.
Longer than you've been alive.
You're fucking retarded,
Listen.
bro.
Listen.
Yep.
What? Like, what? I don't understand what the point of this is.
I'm walking. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's the Fourth Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
Once he
So
gives an order
let's
for you
be
to
honest
stop, you're supposed to stop.
I did stop when he originally said it, but I was asking, is it
And then he
illegal?
told me
Is it
to
a
F
lawful
off,
order?
and he took off.
Yeah, because I kept walking because you weren't pursuing at the first. You only started pursuing because
So
I said, "F you, pig." That's when you got a little upset.
Okay, so now what happens?
He just admitted that
now
he was
what
going
happens
to
is when
arrest
he
me.
gives you a lawful order to stop, and you do
It
not
wasn't
stop.
a lawful order, though.
And you do not stop.
It legally was not a lawful
and
order.
you do not stop, then that becomes a criminal offense, and then yes, you can be put under
But
arrest.
it's not a lawful order. Then I take it to court, and then he'd get sued, and I get punitive damages. I'd be rich as. Well, I'm going to
Then
take a
you can do
lawsuit.
that.
So who would I press criminal charges against?
For what?
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to
police
call.
officers.
You're gonna have to call and figure that out with a lawyer.
I don't need to answer that. I'm asking you, where would I go to press charges against a police officer?
You would have to come down and file a complaint with
It's
the courts.
at this police station.
You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay, and then you can go from there if you want to see if you can press charges and whatnot if you
Perfect.
violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Stay
All
out
right,
of the
am I
roadway,
free to go?
don't give us fingers.
Shut the fuck up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Am I
Stop
free to go?
cursing.
Am I
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go f
You're free to go.
Fortunately, the teenager was not arrested, as the officers recognized the potential consequences of such an action, especially since he expressed his determination to press charges against them. In the end, the officers were lucky because although the teenager informed them of his intent to pursue legal action, he did not follow through. Unlike the next teen, who did not hesitate to take the matter to court. On the 17th of September, 2022, two teenagers named Parker Whalen and Travis Crin were playing around, riding bird scooters when the chief of police Michael Cecchini began harassing them for disturbing the peace. But the teens were aware of the law and were about to outsmart the chief.
Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me.
He's talking.
Okay.
Travis.
They come here, they hit the cone, they're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right?
What the police chief said may sound reasonable, but he forgot that the teens recorded the entire interaction, showing his illegal actions.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah,
peace.
it's a crime. You need to go.
How did I disturb me? I didn't see anyone else wake up.
You need to get out of here. Right now, you disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit me with a flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right? Mm-hmm. Call the cops.
Crin knew that what Cecchini did was illegal, so he told his friend to call the cops. Cecchini tried to intimidate them by pulling his badge, which didn't work, as they knew that he was the one who committed a crime by hitting one of them.
Yep, that's right. You call the cops.
You just committed battery, right?
Chief of police. Call the cops.
That doesn't work that way, dude.
Yeah. You're gonna tell me the law? What, you think some legal scholar on the Supreme Court?
No,
But, like, what are we doing
that's
that's illegal?
police. You can't hit me with
You
a
can't
flashlight.
disturb the peace.
Then
And you can't threaten to kick.
What you got on me?
What's the
Really?
First Amendment?
You hit me with a flashlight.
No,
I
you
can
don't
hear
have a
what
right to
I'm saying.
disturb the peace.
You have a right to
How are we-
Your rights
how are we
end when they
disturbing the
You
infringe
hit me
on
with
gun
a
people.
flashlight, bro.
Which
What
are
are you
down-
talking about?
Like,
I didn't even do it. How did you feel threatened, bro?
Cecchini realized his mistake, so he attempted to provoke the teenagers to attack him.
Assault me. You want to make out? I'll make out with you right now. I sweep both ways, bro. Go ahead. Assault me.
But his plan failed. They saw right through his desperate attempt. Instead of taking the bait and throwing fists, they kept their cool and didn't fall for his shady plan.
Back
I'm
up.
touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know.
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
Thankfully, the police arrived at the scene to assist with the situation.
5 minutes or so of the screeching tires from the birds, you know, and the hooting and hollering down here. So I go out onto my balcony and I look down, and they're just, they're driving, what is it? They're driving east on 9th Street, approaching the Friendship Shell here, which is fine. And then the guy in the long hair intentionally drives his scooter into the barricade, and I go, hey, cut it out. Cut your shit.
So you're up in the apartment?
I'm up in my apartment. I forget what he says of me. I can do whatever I want. And I go, you need to get out of here. Something to that effect. And
He hit the barrel or the bar?
he hit the barrel right there, the middle barrel. I put my shoes on. I didn't get down there right away. Shoes, grab my flashlight, my keys, my phone, come down, open the door, tell him to leave, get out of here. Then I walk across the little plaza here to the curb area. He walks towards me, and the confrontation begins.
Did he, when you were upstairs, did he tell you that he was going to kick your ass?
Something to that, yeah, he said that, yeah. I'm uncomfortable, and partly I put myself into that situation.
So far, Cecchini has been honest about what occurred between him and the teenagers. However, his account of events following the confrontation is far from what really happened.
He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. Okay, I came down, he stood off on me, and I did a pectoral jab with my flashlight. Okay? I felt that he was hostile towards me, so I did how I was taught back in the day, is a pectoral, large muscle mass jab, right?
With your hand?
With my butt of my flashlight. He got angry, obviously, and accused me of assaulting him, calling me various names, such as bald-headed.
Did he know you were a police officer?
I did identify myself, showed him my badge.
Prior to this altercation?
I may have when I was walking up.
Cecchini told the officer that he felt Crin was hostile toward him and threatened him, which seemed contradictory since Cecchini was the one who attacked the teenagers. Fortunately, the teens recorded the altercation, and now it's their turn to share the truth.
So we were just riding around on burn scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up
How old
here.
are you?
I'm 19.
Okay.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one with the gray on
step
there.
inside? Okay, middle one.
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself, against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said.
Okay.
But he antagonized him, so he was defending himself.
Okay. What led up to that point?
We were riding around down here. We were going down there, turning around, coming back up here. We were riding around this thing a little bit.
Okay. And then, so you hit the cone, and then what happened?
He hit the cone.
Sorry, that's what I meant to say. He hit the cone, then what happened?
Then he started yelling at us, and he defended himself.
Where did he come from?
He was up there, up at the top.
Okay.
And he was like, "I'll come down there and beat your ass."
Okay.
And we waited down here to see if he would actually come down, and then he came down. Travis was standing right there, didn't say a single word.
Right.
And like on the road, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
Okay.
I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel locks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" He's threatening me to fight me, right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. Okay. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there.
So he hits you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like the rib cage, not the stomach, bro.
Okay. Not bro, but.
I'm sorry.
Then what?
And then that's like it. He was like threatening me to swing on him. He wanted me to swing on him.
Why?
Right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, I'm not close to you, but like
No,
say this is my face. This was his face. He was like threatening, like swing on me, bro. Swing on me. Swing on me. Come on, big shot. Swing on me.
Did he say that?
Yes. And he runs up to me, like not runs, but like fast walks up to me. He's like, hit me. And like points toward his chin, like I'm gonna hit him. And I said, no, I'm more mature than you. I'm not gonna hit you. And he goes, hit me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit him, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Eventually, Cecchini, who was initially asking to charge the teenagers, found himself facing legal consequences instead.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right here.
As he was charged by the state's Attorney General's office with misdemeanor assault and battery for jabbing Crin with the flashlight, and he is no longer the chief of police.